What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, I'm going to give you guys my top 10 designated hitters for Diamond Dynasty. Now, as you guys know, in the actual MLB, they're going to have a designated hitter in both the American League and the National League. And you guys also know that there's a 3-batter minimum rule that has been implemented into Major League Baseball as well. And I'm not completely sure if we will get the designated hitter in Diamond Dynasty. It's an extremely polarizing topic if you ask people, not only in just the MLB in general, but in Diamond Dynasty as well. I feel like I've done some polls in the past, and I feel like it's like 50% of people do want the DH in Diamond Dynasty, 50% of the people don't want the DH in Diamond Dynasty. One pattern I've noticed is a lot of American League fans, they do want the designated hitter in Diamond Dynasty, and a lot of National League fans, they don't want the designated hitter in Diamond Dynasty, or just in general. That's not a hard and fast rule. It just seems to be like whatever your favorite team is, you kind of get used to watching them play with or without the designated hitter. I think a lot of us American League guys, we're used to having the designated hitter. I do think they're going to have the designated hitter in both leagues for a couple of reasons. Number one, I do think that the pitcher, I do think having the pitcher hit is kind of a waste of time. It also creates a job for somebody else. You know, it gives somebody else a reason to be on a roster and to be able to play in the game. I also think it can cut down on pitcher injuries, especially for guys from the AL and interleague games. I've seen maybe Danny Duffy, I think, almost get hurt. Ventura, when he was with the Royals, I thought I saw him almost get hurt before. Just they're not used to getting out and hitting and then being on the base pass. It's not good. So I kind of could see them flip-flopping it. A lot of National League guys like the strategy of having the pitcher having to bunt them. When do you take them out so you can bring in a pinch hitter in a key situation? I still think even if you brought the DH to Diamond Dynasty, that there still would be utilization of the bench. You can still run a platoon. And with a 3-batter minimum, I think there's definitely opportunity to pinch hit to give yourself an advantage in that situation as well. So I think you would still be able to utilize your bench. That I definitely think, and maybe you'd be able to use some of your pitchers a little bit longer. So you guys definitely can tell where I stand. I'm an AL guy. I like the DH personally. I would like the DH in Diamond Dynasty, but I understand. I completely understand. It's not. You don't have to agree with me on that, and I'm welcome to all opinions on that. I'm just kind of curious where we all stand, if we would like that or if we wouldn't like that. So make sure you guys let me know down in the comments section below. One other quick note, you guys can see this is kind of how I'm probably going to build my team out as we now have this is probably how I'm going to build my team out. You guys can see I moved Chipper. I plan on getting Larry Walker, so I'm probably going to move George Springer back to left, Larry Walker to right. I moved Sheffield to third. Chipper Jones, I'm going to try out at shortstop. I'm building up a second baseman cap. I plan on getting Cody Bellinger prestige as well. So I'm kind of doing something a little bit different. I might move my cap from shortstop to second base. It just gives me some more power. I'm not sure how Chipper Jones is going to do at shortstop. I typically like to have diamond fielding up the middle. Definitely with diamond shortstop and a diamond second baseman defensively. That really seems to help out and take away runs, and I want to be able to hold my opponent to a low amount of runs and then try to out hit them. So that's kind of like one of my strategies. But without further ado, let's get into the top 10 designated hitter cards that could be used in MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty. And one thing I got to say about this list as well is if you have silver fielding or above, you're not going to make this list, because if we had it so whatever fielding possible could be in this list, I feel like we'd just be making a top 10 hitters list. And I don't think that's really like where I want to go with this list. You know what I'm saying? If we actually had the DH, I might use a card that has like really good fielding because there are just so many great cards to use. So just keep in mind that all these guys have bronze fielding or less to qualify for this list. So the number 10 spot, we're gonna head over to the first baseman position. The first base position here, I looked through a lot of cards, and honestly, the guy that comes into the number 10 spot for me would be Pete Alonso. 68, 60, 103, 106, 43 vision. So he does not have exactly the ideal PCI to be using whatsoever this late in the game, but if you're playing on the lower levels, he still would. He was such a great card for me early on. 28 bombs, 392 batting average, 57 runs knocked in. He was a home run machine. He has really good quirks. You know, he's got a first pitch hitter, the dead red, has night player, rally monkey, situational hitter. Just had a lot, road warrior, had a lot of stuff to boost him up a little bit. I like his swing a lot. And Pete Alonso honestly reminds me a lot of Mark McGwire. I feel like they're almost like the same player. Both set the rookie record for home runs. But their swing reminds me, they have very similar swings to me. So at the number 10 spot, I'm gonna go with Pete Alonso. Now we're gonna head over to the right field position for our number 9 spot. And this card, we have some kind of filter. For the number 9 spot, I'm gonna go with Christian Yelich. This card is still extremely popular on the comp scene as a pinch hitter versus right-handed pitching. 103, 100 for those stats. 62 vision, only has 68 fielding, does have 75 speed, so he'd be pretty dang fast for a DH as well. You can see his quirks. He's got the home body quirk. He's got day player. He's got unfazed, so his PCI gets a bit of a boost when he's hitting with 2 strikes. He has dead red. He has breaking ball hitter as well. Those are some dynamic quirks that add to the card. They aren't just static quirks that don't add to the card. So he's got some nice quirks. He's got a great swing. Still very popular, to use out there on the comp scene to pinch hit versus right-handed pitching. I know when I pitch him, I'm scared with the right-handed pitcher. I feel like he's going to hit a home run versus me. So Christian Yelich would be at the number 9 spot for DH. And why not? He's not on the list, but you could always go and platoon him with one of the better DHs in MLB, JD Martinez, 109 with 55 vision on the other side. Don't think he's as quirked out. Actually, he has first pitch hitter and dead red, so it's not too bad. It's better than I thought it would be. But yeah, I would use JD Martinez. You can do like a little platoon at DH with JD Martinez and Christian Yelich. Now at the number 8 spot, we're gonna start going up a little bit in overall. I'm not sure if he's a third baseman or a first baseman. He is a third baseman. Number 8 spot, one of the best DHs of all time, if not the best DH of all time. At least he's thought about this way in a lot of circles. Edgar Martinez, 109, 125, 84, 91 with 88 vision. Just doesn't have the fielding. Was pretty much a lifelong DH for the Mariners. And one of the first DHs that I can think of that went to the Hall of Fame. Let me know down in the comment section what other guys are in the Hall of Fame from the DH position. But Edgar Martinez definitely takes that number 8 spot for me. At the number 7 spot, we have got to go to the XP reward path. Just the regular XP reward path also. Let's see, is it classics? No, it's not classics. It is the high diamond. We're gonna go with Willie McCovey. 98, 116, only 81, 79 power versus left. So maybe again, you use him in a platoon with JD Martinez. 88 vision though, has a lot of vision. Only 58 fielding and only 34 speed. So not exactly, he's not exactly that high up on the priority list for playing him in the field, but definitely has an absolute beast bat that you could use as well. That makes me actually think of another card that I don't have on the list that we could talk about that probably would be right around this spot. Excuse me, to be honest with you. And that's another first baseman that just really comes to mind. there's a lot of players that you could use, but Willie Stargell does come to mind too. Only 61 on the fielding and the arm, but he does have 91, 72, 100, 102, 62 vision, one of the quickest swings in the game. What does Josh Bell have defensively? Josh Bell would be high on this list for me too. I love hitting with Josh Bell in this game. 85, 94, 85 power versus left. So I think I would have Josh Bell up there as well. What's Santana's fielding? No, he's got 76, so he'd be up there. Jesus Aguilar, massive power, low vision, but he would be a really good one too. But only 15 speed for Jesus Aguilar. All right, let's get back into the list. We're actually going to go with a third baseman here, and he just makes the list. If you have him at Prestige, he would not make the list, but since he's not at Prestige, he would make the list at our number 6 spot, and that is Chipper Jones. 88, 88, 105, 114, 80 vision. Get the switch hitting, just absolutely dominant versus left-handed pitching as well with that 105, 114. Then the 80 vision. I like his swing too. I use the 2008 on my cap, but I do like the swing for the 94 overall and the Prestige version as well. I do like the swing on this card as well. But this one comes in at our threshold of being under a silver fielder. The other one, you know, the Prestige one, he does not, because he has 70 fielding. So the silver fielding, I feel like you can get away with. I believe the base in the game is just like about 50 to 60 fielding. Like, you should be able to use them at that point in time. Like, anybody that's got like a 45 fielding is really bad. But I find personally, I don't really like to use players too often unless they've just got a crazy bat that I just, you know, I don't like using too many bronze fielders. I feel like you're really you're asking for trouble when you do that. We're gonna go ahead and go to our number 5 spot, and he actually comes from the Prestige XP reward path, and we're gonna go with Eric Thames. 96, 112, 115, 121, 64 fielding. This would be an ideal type of card to use as a designated hitter. I think this would be like probably who I would be using for the most part. He's got the reverse split, so I don't have to take him out versus lefties. He still smashes right-handed pitching. He's completely free as well, which is really nice. That kind of gives you an added bonus, you know, especially over a card like Edgar Martinez that's extremely expensive by comparison. Eric Thames, to me, comes in at the number 5 spot for a DH for Diamond Dynasty. So that's 53 speed. I don't know. He could even be he could be much higher on this list, but he would be a really solid choice. We're gonna go to our next spot here. We're gonna go over to the right field spot. Actually, we need this card. Reggie Jackson comes in at 68 fielding, 110, 115, 94, 101, 80 vision. I really like his swing as well. Still has 71 speed, so he'd be a fast designated hitter as well. Kind of has a little bit of the Christian Yelich thing going on, that left-handed power hitter. Reggie really stacks his hands like straight up and down. He doesn't put the bat behind his head or anything like that. And since I've been thinking about his swing from that perspective, I feel like I've really been smashing the ball with him. Obviously, his Prestige cannot make the list here, as his Prestige does go up to silver fielding. But I definitely think Reggie Jackson would be an excellent designated hitter. We're going to go to the number 3 spot, and it is going to go to Prestige Gary Sheffield. 110, 109, 113, 124 power versus left. Just an absolute problem versus left-handed pitching, but still a problem versus right-handed pitching. 107 vision, kind of your stereotypical cleanup hitter for this game. 63 fielding, 74 speed. What a beast. I cannot take him out of my lineup right now. That's one of the big things with Walker. It's like I cannot take him out of my lineup. He's gonna have to go hold it down at third base and play what I call the grown man softball third base defense. So basically, he's not gonna have a lot of range side to side to make plays, but he does have a 94 arm, and usually when it does get hit to him, he's somewhat able to make the play. So we're gonna put him over at third base. Wish his fielding can go a little bit higher, but that bat is just excellent. I want that bat in my lineup, getting at bats. So, but if I if we went down the line here, we get more and more cards, he would be a great card to use at the designated hitter position. So let's go to our number 2 card on this list, and our number 2 card is actually in the third inning program. Some of you guys might be picking him up. I'd like to use this card off my bench, but 103, 105, 124 versus right, 102 power versus left, 83 vision. I liked moving him up a little bit in this list because he only has a 55 fielding and 37 speed, and I think he's thought of as one of the best designated hitters of all time. Like him and Edgar, I think maybe David Ortiz maybe a little bit better than Edgar. I don't know, you guys have to let me know down in the comments below with their career stats and everything like that, who you think is better. But David Ortiz, I think he would definitely be a candidate for the number 2 spot. I think he's got an excellent swing, 103, 124. I even liked the lower tier version of him in this game, so I would really like to have him as my primary pinch hitter. I would like to have that as a lot, especially obviously versus right-handed pitching. This card's going to be really scary to throw to with a right-handed pitcher. It's going to be, there's no one that's really going to be scarier. Maybe Prestige Mickey Mantle is on, like they're both on that same level with that 103, 124 with the good swing. They're kind of on that same level. I don't know if you guys have used this card, you know what I mean. His swing just feels really, really nice, and he's going to come in at our number 2 spot. At our number 1 spot, I actually revealed this card on the channel and his attributes. He will not be in the game until Tuesday. So if you're watching this video on Saturday, he will not be in the game until Tuesday, but I did reveal this card yesterday, and I think he would be I think he'd be one of the top DHs in the game. 102, 92, 121, 125, 96 vision. 121 and 125 is huge in this game. I'm not even sure if anybody else has 125 power on anything yet. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I think 125 versus left is the highest in the game. 92, 125. 96 vision, only has 63 fielding and only 39 speed. I'm definitely going to need this card on my bench with that 92, 125 so I can use him against left-handed pitching without question. No slouch against right-handed pitching. He would be an excellent, excellent DH to have on your team. Harmon Killebrew. He's going to be an excellent, excellent bench bat. You could probably hide him over at third base with the 63-70, kind of like what I'm doing right now with Gary Sheffield. But I don't know. It's 63 fielding and 70 arm and only the 60 reaction, 39 speed. Might be a little bit questionable, but he would be an excellent, excellent DH. A couple cards that at least, let's just go with one card that would be amazing down the line as well that we don't have yet in the game will be like the 99 version of Frank Thomas. I think he would fit into this list also very, very highly. And let me know down in the comments section below. I even like Babe Ruth, but Babe Ruth might have some silver fielding. But let me know down in the comment section below anybody that I forgot or that you guys could see their card being in the game later on. That would be really great. Actually, one card comes to mind pretty quickly here as well, and that would be I think a card that I left out that we could definitely talk about was where is yeah, this card right here, Giambi. I think could be in that mix too. He's just he's scary. He is scary with the right-handed pitcher. This card smashes too, so Giambi could be one that I could have put on this list too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys are having a great one out there. And until the next video, we should have, there definitely, you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video. We will have a video soon once all of the stage 3 stuff drops as well. I'll be doing a review of all the cards and the top 10 cards. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you guys subscribe to make sure that you are notified when that video comes out. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace out.